All right, how's it going, everybody? Back with a little training video of this week so far. So most of the footage today is from Wednesday's training session, which was April 3rd. This was the second to last week of the competition prep, and we had, excuse me, some pause snatches. So although it was a variation, I took it pretty heavy. I made sure to take my time in the build-up, make sure I was warmed up well. Only advancing in weight when I felt I made it solid enough. So you'll see in the 90s, I retake a few. And as for the earlier sets, they felt normal, actually. So I know I've said previously the first set at 70 usually feels wonky, but this day it actually felt pretty good. Though I was unsure of how I would feel. I wanted to take this to a heavy single, but I did not really expect to go as high as I did. So we'll see. I did actually manage 110 kilos, which was a plus 4 kilo PR on this variation, and just a huge lift for me, because any snatch at or above 110 is very good for me, with my best being 114. My best full snatch is 114. I've done 115 in straps and 116 off blocks. So, anything above 110, we're talking the upper 90% range. So pretty good. So this set at 90 wasn't great. So I'm pretty actually it was a full-on miss. I forgot about that. So we retake it a few times. We're doing doubles here. I wanted to get in a few working sets in the 90s anyway. So the approach of not going up until I was satisfied worked out. And I think we ended up fully making at least 3 sets, maybe 4. I can't really remember. I'm recording this on Friday. But yeah, I remember the top end, of course, because 110 pause snatch was really a huge lift for me. And it once again solidifies my belief that I'm going into this competition in the best shape I've ever been in, especially considering that I'm doing it at 81 when my typical weight class is 89. So I'm even lighter than my typical training weight, but I am objectively stronger, not relatively stronger, which is really nice. And I feel like last year of training was pretty slow, and I didn't really make much progress that was quantifiable, at least. However, my technique made huge strides, and my consistency just increased greatly, which is setting me up now for a great year of training this year. So yeah, we saw first attempt at 110, I did miss. However, it was more of a mistake than a lack of power, so I just retook it after only like a minute of rest, and I smoked it. Really happy to hit that. And then we did some snatch deadlifts first, up to a heavy single, which I actually went a little bit too heavy on this, up to 180 kilos. However, I'm actually pretty happy with the positioning that I held on that 180, especially this 170. In my opinion, this is probably the best snatch deadlift I've ever done. So it was good positions with just a heavy weight. And the 180 was a little bit sloppier, but really not that bad. My best I've ever done is 182, and that one was really bad. My back rounded and everything. It was just ugly. Then I dropped back to 140 and did a few pulls, and I will tell you, 140 has never moved this smoothly, with this much integrity in my positions. So again, really promising, really encouraging with the direction that my training is going. And I'm actually super excited to get back to square one after the meet with a new training block. I'm gonna actually do a longer one for myself. So I do coach myself. I coach in parentheses. Really, I do my own programming and everything, and I just feel like I've been doing it long enough to train at a decent enough level that keeps me satisfied. I understand that with a coach, I might be able to squeeze out more progress, but that's not as important to me as just enjoying training for what it is. So, because I do really look forward to trying new things in my training, to growing my ability to coach from coaching myself, if that makes sense. I think I'm giving myself valuable experience down the road by training myself and doing the experimentation, so that with others I might know things to avoid, and I don't necessarily want to just have a coach to prevent me from doing those things. I don't know if that made sense, but anyway, I like doing my own thing with training. These are a couple clips from Monday. So I did clean and jerk doubles on Monday instead of Wednesday. Training schedule was different. I did talk about that briefly last week. It's because we're gearing up for a huge big Saturday session for the last heavy day of this prep. I've got a buddy coming down who's a good lifter, and it's just going to be an all-around good time. But yeah, we did a few sets of beltless front squats, pressing the split up to 70 for 3, which was a PR, and then some sled pulls. I think this was like 480 pounds. It was really tough. I'm not so good at this. I was with Mike, and he can do 1,000-pound sled pull like no big deal. But he is a strong man, so it makes sense. Anyway, that was Monday and Wednesday of this week. Today, Friday, I did a pretty light session, so I didn't film anything. And then tomorrow should be a good one, so I'll definitely make a video for tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see some pretty big lifts from the last heavy day of this prep. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.